Deep Down Cleaning, your one-stop cleaning outfit for deep down results.
John Moore alongside Antoine Crete-Belzile of the Armada, and it's your third year in the league. What is it? What's the type of defenseman that you want to be in this Armada lineup regularly on a night-in, night-out basis?
I want to be a two-way defenseman that can chip in the offense and be good in my zone. So that's what I'm looking for. Having a good first pass, beating guy in one-on-one, and chipping in the offense.
Last year, you were draft eligible, undrafted. This year, you're eligible again, and there's talk of lots of interest. So tell me a little bit about your approach to this season.
I just want to reset from last year. I think I have a lot to prove this year, and just looking forward for that season and playing my best and winning games.
Why do you suppose last year, undrafted? We've seen players go through undrafted. A great example would be Giovanni Fiore, who's now in the National Hockey League. But why do you suppose you went undrafted last year?
I think maybe the injuries is a little bit like something that didn't help me. It was hard to manage that, but again, I just reset from that season and looking forward to next season.
Deep disappointment? Was it how difficult? Tell me about how you handle that.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult to live the draft being undrafted, but again, you have to look forward and just reset and say I know what I did wrong and just learn from it.
Explain how he perhaps slipped through the draft.
Injury. Just been hurt. The kid missed 3.5 months, came back and missed another month and a half. I think at one point it just became a lack of viewing and lack of progression for him. He came out of the Winnipeg for Hockey Canada, one of the best defensemen in the country. Came with us and didn't play overly well the first 10 games before he got hurt, but draft year, maybe a lot of pressure, a lot of moving part. I feel that's the best thing that ever happened to him, to not be drafted. I think his mindset was great going to the draft. There's a part of him that was hoping not to be drafted. He's a pretty smart kid, and his valuation is really good. So he went to Winnipeg Cam, and I only heard how great he did there. For me, draft is the most overrated day in hockey anyway. And I think last year was just a bad season with injury. And it's hard to miss 3.5 months and come back. And he went to the prospect game. I thought he looked good in the prospect game for the lack of ice time he had. I know a lot of teams were just shy and all of a sudden you start slipping. And Teasdale for me is still a misunderstanding how this guy didn't get drafted. Such a good player.